Hello crafty besties, welcome back to the Design Bundles YouTube channel. Today we are continuing our mini series over the holidays where we take the best-selling files from our Black Friday sale and we put them to good use. Because if you're anything like us, you stocked up on Black Friday and now you need projects to do with all the files that you downloaded. So today we are doing a very popularly downloaded file, and that is this font. Ta-da! One thing that I love to use font files for, especially around the holidays, is to create gift tags and then use my Cricut to write in the cute little font the name and like a little message or something fun like that. So today we're going to create gift tags using my Cricut Joy Extra and this wonderful font. I'm also using an additional file that is included in the Plus library. So if you're a Design Bundles Plus subscriber, you get this file included in your downloads. It is this gift tag file that we're going to be using today. By the way, we're linking all the files that we're using in this video in the description. So one thing you're going to note when you scroll down there and you see the font file, you're going to see two links for that file. This is why. On Black Friday, you were able to buy that font as part of a larger font bundle, and that bundle is still available on the Design Bundle site. Whether you're a Plus subscriber or not, you can buy it outright at the link we've provided in the description. However, if you're a Plus subscriber, you can get just the font we use in today's video in the Plus library. So by itself, not as part of a bundle, it's included in the Plus library. If you're a Plus subscriber, you can download it as one of your downloads, or if you're an unlimited Plus subscriber, you can just outright download it. So now is the time for my weekly caveat, which is if you're not a Plus subscriber, what the heck are you even doing? Run to designbundles.net, start yourself a free trial and see if it's the right fit for you. I love our Plus membership, not only for the Plus library, which has millions of files you can download included in your membership, including fonts, patterns, SVG cut files, PNG files, sublimation files, and so much more. But also you get access to all of our tools, which includes Illustrate AI, which is an image generator built by crafters for crafters, and Craft Designer, which is our all-in-one editing tool for SVG cut files, print and cut files, sublimation files, sticker files, etc., and so on and so forth. You can edit and create files using all the tools you have as part of your Plus subscription. So run, don't walk, start a free trial, see if it's right for you. Okay, ta-da! Let's actually get started. We're gonna hop over to the computer. I'm gonna show you the files that we're using. We're gonna put them in Cricut Design Space, and I'm gonna show you how we get set to make our project. Oh, also, before we hop over there, you're gonna need some tools today. Duh. First, you're gonna need some cardstock. I'm using red and pink. I don't know why, I've just been loving like red and pink for Christmas lately. A girly Christmas, if you will. So we're gonna be using these. I just got these little square ones, these little square pieces of cardstock. You can use whatever cardstock you have lying around. I'm sure you have some. Use that stash. And then I'm also using these Cricut Joy pens. So I'm using the ones for Cricut Joy. You use the ones that are compatible with your cutting machine. These are the Cricut brand ones and I love them. People say in the comments all the time, and I've tried this hack, it does work. You can use the thin Crayola markers, like the thin tip ones. They do fit in your cutting machines and they work great. So if you have some of those lying around, I do recommend trying it out. You're also gonna need a cutting mat. I'm using the Cricut brand ones. I have a light grip and a medium grip because I don't know what I want to use yet. TBD. You can use the off-brand ones. HTV Ront makes great off-brand cutting mats. And then finally, we're using our Cricut Joy Extra today and the files I already told you about. Whew. Let's hop over to the computer and get our file set up. Okay, so here we are in Cricut Design Space. I've already downloaded the gift tag file here and I've uploaded the 3 that I want to use. This one comes with so many. In fact, let me go double check. It comes with 28 options. So pick your fave, there are so many. And also in the Plus library, there are so many gift tag cut files. This is just the one that stuck out to me as my fave. So this is the one that we're gonna use today. And I think I'm gonna make 6 of them. Actually, no, we don't need to make 6, let's just make 3. I've zoomed in and now we're gonna add our pen. So I'm gonna add some text here. I'm gonna put my sister's name, and then I'm gonna go up here to fonts and I'm gonna change it to system fonts, which are fonts that I have uploaded. And it is called Freshly Baked. So I'm gonna type Freshly and hit search. There she is, Miss America. I think I want to do names in a little script font, and then I want to do like something underneath. Or maybe I just want to do names, because that's just cute. So if I do that, I need to tell it up here under operation that it's going to be drawn. I also need to tell it what kind of pen I'm using. This is the fine point. Wait, is it the fine point pen? Yeah, that. Okay. And now we need to, I don't want these little, I'm okay with it being an outline because it's just like a thicker font. Totally fine, but I don't want these like overlapping lines. So the way you fix that is, yes, combine, weld. That's how you do that. So that way you don't have those like weird little overlapping lines, because that can be kind of annoying. Okay, so there's our first one. Let's do another one. Let's do this guy. This one is gonna be for one of my brothers, and we'll do theirs in the not script font. And we need to say that it's drawn. Perfect. And then we're gonna actually duplicate that whole thing, because we need a twin one. We need another one for my other brother. And then we're gonna do a third one for my mom. Sorry, Dad. You don't get one because I haven't made your gift yet. Just a little reminder, we're going to make it the right size, and then we're gonna weld it so we don't have those weird overlappy lines, because we don't want that. Do we wanna add anything else? I think let's keep it simple. All right, these gift tags are 2.3 by 3.51. Okay, we're gonna get a little crazy. First of all, we need to attach these together. So we're gonna attach them because we need to tell Cricut that we want it to write on top of that card. Like that's where we want the writing to go. So we're gonna attach each of these to their counterpart here so they stay together. And then we're actually gonna go in and I'm gonna change the color here, so we let Cricut know that we're gonna cut those two cards in the red, and then we're gonna cut these two in the pink. Now I could change these to pink, or I could just remember that brown is pink, and I'm gonna do that because it saves a step. Okay, so let's hit make it. We are gonna cut on a mat. We are also cutting little baby paper. It's actually even smaller than that, but I just need to be able to remember. So actually, you know what? I might be able to fit both of these on the same one if I get a little crazy. Because how big are these? Where's my measuring tape? This paper is, I think it's 8 by 8. Yeah, 8 by 8. We can totally cut this on the same one. I'm gonna show you a little trick. So forget that. We're not gonna tell it to cut this in red. We're gonna do a little remembering on our own here. All right, everything is brown now. We are cutting on a mat. We're gonna tell it that our material is 8.5 by 11. It's actually smaller, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we just need to know, we can move stuff around on here. So we need to know that the stuff on the top is gonna be pink and the stuff on the bottom is gonna be red. So I'm just going to nest these in here exactly where I want them to go. And then I need to remember that the top 4 inches is gonna be our pink and the bottom 4 inches is going to be our red. And then I'm just gonna cut it myself. It's 8 by 8, so I can just fold it in half to get a perfect 4 inches and 4 inches. Perfection. And then I'm just gonna take my little scissors here, cut down the line I just made, cut a straight line, and then we're literally just gonna place it on our mat like this. And we did it. Easy peasy. I think we should use the light grip mat today because this is a brand new mat. Let's listen to the sound together. That was very satisfying. So we're gonna use this light grip mat today because it's brand new, so it's probably really sticky. And then we'll be good to go. We don't need to mirror. We have our little guy connected over here. We're gonna use heavy cardstock. It wants to do the pen first. Okay, great. Well, I'm gonna stop screen sharing and I'm gonna switch my camera over so you guys can see me get this all set up. All right, here we are. So we have our light grip mat. And what did I say? I already forgot. See, this is the problem. Okay, pink on top. So I'm gonna line her up and then our 4 inches on the bottom. Voila. Now we need to load our pen in our clamps. Let me get you close up here so you can see what we're doing. Open the little thing here. Take out the blade. Okay, so now it's telling me to put the red pen in first. So we're gonna uncap it. I like to put the cap on the back so we don't lose it. Push it down until you hear a little click. Clamp it in. Oh yeah, that's excellent. Okay, and then the screen is actually gonna prompt us whenever we need to change tools. So we're gonna line up our mat. With the Cricut Joy Extra, it's really important that you line it up because otherwise it will bend your mat when it pulls through, and that's always super annoying. And now it should be ready to go. So I'm gonna click go over here on my computer, and then it's gonna start writing, and then I'm probably gonna have to switch to the black pen next, and then we'll switch to the cutting tool, the blade last. So let me show you. Okay, it wants us to switch to the black pen, so I'm just gonna swap these out really quickly. This red one was actually a watercolor marker, and I didn't notice. Oh, my pen's not working. You know what I might do is I can see it really well. I may just go in and outline it because I did not know she was dead. But let's go ahead and do the last step because may as well forge ahead. It's wanting us to put our blade in, and now it's gonna go cut the paper. Fun fact, while it's cutting, if you're someone who cuts paper a lot, you should have a fine point blade that you have set aside just for cutting paper. I don't, and I really should, but I need to start doing that because paper, it just cuts differently and you really need to have a special blade for it. It's still a fine point blade, but it should be a blade reserved only for cutting paper. Okay, she's done. Now, before I take it off of the mat, I am gonna take these. These are also just this exact same pen that I have, hopefully with more ink in them. And I'm gonna just trace over what the Cricut did because it is there. You can't see it on camera, but it is there. It's just very faded. So I'm gonna trace it really quick and then I'll be able to show you the finished product. It actually made like a little bit of an indent, so it's easy to trace. Luckily, they both have short names. Okay, this is actually kind of therapeutic. Maybe my markers should die all the time. Aha! You can't even tell! Okay, now we're gonna peel them away from their paper. So I always flip my mat and peel the paper away from the mat, not the other way around. This kind of helps prevent bending. But actually, you know what? We're not doing that because it doesn't matter. This is extra. However, it's like super stuck on here, which is a little scary. Look at that, all that red debris. I hate that. Drives me nuts. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Like that's probably the worst part about a brand new mat. So satisfying, but then so annoying when you're left with debris on your brand new mat because it's so sticky. All right, I'm gonna use my little spatula to get it up off the mat here. If you don't have a spatula, you don't have to use it. It's not a requirement at all. It just kind of sometimes helps it not be so peely. Ooh, gift tag number 1. Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of these off and then I'll show you the finished product. They are complete. I just finished getting them off the paper. Or off the mat, I mean. They turned out so cute. Hold on, let me intersperse them for you so you can see. So stinking cute. I love these. They're so easy. I love doing little personalized gift tags because I just think it adds so much to your gifts to say you did a little bit extra and made the little personalized name tag. And I'm loving how this font turned out. So cute. This is both versions of the font, the script and then the all caps, and they pair together really well too if you were doing a different kind of project. So fun, so easy, literally just cardstock and your cutting machine and a pen. And it adds that personal touch. So that is it for this project. Stay tuned because next week we are also going to use a very commonly downloaded file from our Black Friday sale and do another project. So definitely like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. But I hope you love these cute little gift tags. I hope they give you ideas for gift tags of your own. If I was going to do this project again, I would probably use thicker cardstock because I feel like it was a little hard to peel off my mat. And then I would also think about, I love them as cardstock gift tags like we did today, but you could also do little wood ones or little chipboard ones and then use vinyl to put the names on it, and that would be super cute as well if you wanted something like a little more permanent, a little more like a keepsake. So those are some ways that you could level up this project if you wanted to make it a little more challenging, but this is a great little beginner-friendly Cricut project that you can still do in time for Christmas. Happy holidays, friends. See you back here next time.